Welcome to the Passion Bond, your go-to channel for navigating the complex yet rewarding world of relationships. Today, we're diving deep into a topic at the heart of every thriving relationship: balancing self-love with sacrifice to maintain a good relationship. We often hear about the importance of loving ourselves, but what happens when we want to sacrifice for our spouse? How do we maintain this delicate balance to keep our relationship strong and healthy? Let's explore this together. The importance of loving yourself. Loving yourself is the foundation of any successful relationship. It's about recognizing your worth, embracing your strengths, and acknowledging your flaws. When you love yourself, you bring a sense of completeness into your relationship. You aren't looking for your spouse to fill voids or fix insecurities. Instead, you are two whole individuals coming together to build something beautiful. Imagine a glass of water. If your glass is half empty, you'll constantly seek ways to fill it, sometimes at the expense of your partner. However, you can share with your spouse when your glass is full without depleting yourself. This self-love ensures you're not relying on your partner to validate your existence. It allows you to contribute positively to the relationship, bringing love, support, and understanding rather than neediness or insecurity. But self-love is more than just self-care routines or affirmations. It's about setting boundaries, knowing when to say no, and prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being. It's recognizing that you deserve respect, kindness, and love from yourself and your partner. The role of sacrifice in a relationship. Self-love is crucial as one side of the coin, while the other is sacrifices in relationships. A healthy relationship often requires us to put our partner's needs above our own. It doesn't mean losing yourself or becoming a martyr. It means making conscious choices that benefit the relationship as a whole. Sacrifice in a relationship could be as simple as compromising what to watch on TV, or as significant as moving to a new city for your partner's job. These sacrifices, big or small, are acts of love. It shows your spouse that you value the relationship enough to develop your life. Also, it demonstrates commitment, loyalty, and a willingness to put the well-being of the relationships above your desires. Sacrifice should never feel like a burden. It should come from love and willingness, not resentment or obligation. When you sacrifice with a big heart, it strengthens the bond between you and your spouse. It creates a sense of unity where both partners feel they're working together towards a common goal. Balancing self-love and sacrifice. Now let's talk about balance. How do you love yourself while also sacrificing for your spouse? It might seem like a paradox. These two concepts complement each other when approached correctly. Think of your relationship as a dance. Sometimes you lead, and sometimes you follow. In moments when your partner needs you to step up, you might need to sacrifice something. In other instances, your partner might step back, giving you the space to prioritize your needs. This dynamic flow is what keeps the relationship balanced and healthy. Communication is essential to maintain this balance. Discuss your needs, desires, and boundaries with your partner. Be honest about what you're willing to sacrifice and what might be too much. Remember, it is not about keeping score, but ensuring that partners feel valued and respected. Let's delve into an example to illustrate this balance. Meet Ruth and John, a couple who have been married for 5 years. They've always had a strong relationship built on mutual respect and love. However, like any couple, they've faced challenges that tested their bond. Ruth is a successful marketing executive and passionate about her career. At the same time, John is a teacher who loves his job but is more focused on family life. Early in their marriage, Ruth's company offered her a promotion that required her to relocate to another city. It was a dream opportunity for her, but it meant John would have to leave his job and find a new one in an unfamiliar place. It was a pivotal moment in their relationship. Ruth loved her job and didn't want to let go of this chance, but she also knew asking John to sacrifice his career wouldn't be fair. They discussed it openly, sharing their fears, hopes, and concerns. When John recognizes how much this opportunity means to Ruth and decides to support her, he agrees to move, even though it means leaving behind a job he loves. But this decision doesn't come without its own set of challenges. John struggles to find a new teaching position in the new city, and the transition is difficult. However, because Ruth and John had a strong foundation of self-love, and mutual respect. They navigated this challenge together. Ruth supported John emotionally, helping him adjust to the new environment. She ensured that he felt valued and appreciated for the sacrifice he made. At the same time, John didn't let his sacrifice breed resentment. Instead, he focused on finding new opportunities and hobbies that brought him joy in their new city. This example highlights how self-love and sacrifice can coexist. Ruth loved herself enough to pursue her career aspirations. She also recognized the importance of John's sacrifice. On the other hand, John loved Ruth to make a significant change in his life, but he didn't let it diminish his self-worth. Their story is a testament to the power of balance in a relationship. By loving themselves and each other, they were able to make sacrifices that ultimately strengthened their bond. Practical tips for balancing self-love and sacrifice. So how can you apply this balance in your relationship? Here are a few practical tips. 1. Communicate openly. Always keep the lines of communication open. You and your partner should always discuss your needs together. Understanding each other's priorities can help you decide when to sacrifice and when to stand firm. 2. Set boundaries. It's essential to have clear boundaries, knowing what you're willing to sacrifice and what is non-negotiable for your well-being. Respect your partner's boundaries as well. 3. Prioritize self-care. Sacrifice doesn't mean neglecting yourself. Practice self-care activities that improve your mindset and body systems. Whether exercising, reading, or spending time with friends, ensure you take care of your mental and emotional health. 4. Practice gratitude. Recognize and appreciate your partner's sacrifices. A simple thank you can go a long way in making them feel valued and respected. 5. Evaluate and adjust. Relationships are dynamic, and the balance between self-love and sacrifice needs constant evaluation and adjustment when needed. If you feel the balance is tipping too far in one direction, discuss it with your partner and work together to restore harmony. In the dance of love, balancing self-love and sacrifice is crucial in maintaining a healthy and fulfilling relationship. It's about loving yourself enough to know your worth and loving your spouse deeply to make sacrifices that strengthen your bond. Remember, a successful relationship isn't about one person always giving and the other always taking. It's about two people committed to each other's happiness and well-being, willing to make sacrifices while still holding on to their sense of self. If you found this video helpful, click on the subsequent episode we have for you, Balancing Your Career and Relationships, where you'll learn more about making your career and relationships an easy flow. Thank you for watching The Passion Bond. Please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on building strong and lasting relationships. And remember, loving yourself and sacrificing for your spouse isn't a contradiction. It's the foundation of a love that lasts a lifetime.